I don't do a lot of lives, and right now I'm trying a brand new platform for this. So let's see how it goes. If you guys want to post your questions, one of the questions that I wanted to talk about was the CPM machine. Now, I've got a recorded video talking about CPM already. You guys can absolutely check it out. Do me a favor, post in the comments so I know that you guys are coming on here. But basically, when the question comes up about CPM, continuous passive range of motion, there's really two schools of thought. Well, three. There's the one extreme, which is it is completely ineffective, completely useless, and surgeons will not prescribe it. That's one extreme. The second extreme is every single patient has to use it. You get a 30-day at home, trial, and you've got to spend, I've heard numbers as high as 8 hours a day on the CPM. That just seems crazy to me, but that's what I've heard people do. So the question then becomes, well, there's probably something in the middle, right? There's probably some sort of normal distribution where you say, okay, maybe it's not scientifically proven, but maybe there is some benefit to it. So what about the time between the time that I'm on my feet? I've always been a proponent of saying, look, if the CPM is going to take you off your feet, I'd rather you be walking. I'd rather you be on your feet. I'd rather you be in the kitchen cooking, healthy meals, going out, walking, getting sunlight on your face. I wouldn't want you to stop walking so that you can lay on a CPM. But if you're not able to walk or not walking as much and you're going to be seated anyway, seated or supine, a CPM might be a great option. No, the range of motion measurements are never correct. There are patients that tell me their CPM gets them to 120. They come into the clinic and they're at 98. Don't rely on the numbers, but understand that it's probably a device that's not harmful. It's probably something that has a place in the rehab role. Certainly if your surgeon is sitting on one side of the fence or the other, you go along with what your surgeon wants. But I would say there is no definitive answer. Clinically, the research suggests it's probably not that beneficial, but I've never seen anything about it being harmful. So that was question number one. Now, another question that I wanted to talk about, and actually this is what got me thinking about doing live, was a question about a fan bike. So, and talk about this. Now, I'm going to try and share my screen here with you guys. So check it out. The man himself, Clark Dan. This guy is amazing. I was a fan of his when he was on American Gladiators. I've continued to follow his career in his motivational speaking and what he's doing now. But check it out. He is on a fan bike. And so that was one of the things that somebody else in the group posted about. And they wanted to know if a fan bike was good or if, you know what? Here, there he is. So there's Clark Dan riding his fan bike, doing awesome. I have not seen this. I didn't even know this was posted. I was looking at somebody else's post in the group and this popped up. So once again, Facebook must know exactly what I'm going to be looking for. But the thing that I like about a fan bike is, yes, you can sit on the seat. And he's talking about it. You can adjust the seat higher or lower. You can use your arms. You can use a single leg. So if my surgical knee is just so sore and painful that I can't even stand having the knee moving for the day or whatever, I can still use the bike for my non-surgical knee and both of my upper extremities. One of the things that I love about the fan bike is you can actually stand in front of the bike. So pretend the seat is where it is. I'm going to give you a breakdown, but thank you so much. Let me switch back over here. Okay, so pretend the seat is where it is. Instead of sitting on the seat, using the arms and using the pedals, you actually come in front of the bike. So now I'm facing the bike, the seat's in front of me, the two vertical arms are right here. I can stand and just use a reciprocal arm motion back and forth. This back and forth arm motion gets the trunk moving, gets the hips rotating, gets the translation all the way down into the foot and ankle. So when you're thinking about normalizing your gait pattern, normalizing your walking, that back and forth pelvic rotation, trunk rotation is a huge component to getting normal walking patterns back. And you can use the fan bike standing, you can use the fan bike sitting. You can even put a seat. So now imagine I'm on the other side, behind the seat. I put a chair behind the seat. I put my feet on the pedals. I'm sitting in the chair. I'm not sitting on the seat. I can actually put my hands on the seat. And I can pedal and turn the fan bike into a recumbent bike. I can use it as an upright bike. I can use it as a standing upper body ergometer. There are so many things. The fan bike is so versatile. It's one of my favorite devices. And usually you can pick up a Schwinn Aerodyne. They're all steel. They last forever. I always find them on private listings like on Craigslist or eBay for like $100-$150. Brand new, they're probably $500 to $600. But they are phenomenal value. Plus they have a bigger seat, so a lot of people tell me that they're more comfortable sitting on those bikes than some of the smaller seat upright bikes or spinning bikes. So guys, I know there's a few of you on here. Please feel free to post your questions. Your questions are why I came on today, so I can answer them. But in the meantime, let's jump back into the group one more time, and let's see if I can find one more question that somebody has posted. So Jess, 113 degrees, 9 degrees extension. That's awesome. Monday, she was at 104 and 10. I'll tell you right now, the standard deviation, the normal range, I personally can measure the same patient on the same session and probably get as much as 5 degrees different up or down using a conventional goniometer. So take these numbers for what they're worth. They show improvement. That's the most important part out of this, but that is awesome. Let me see if I can find one more question. 11 weeks, life is pretty much back to normal. Extension is great. Bend is still getting there. That bend's really good. That bend's well past 90 degrees. Working hard at the gym. Don't wait for next week or later. Awesome. Great motivation. Thinking of purchasing a goniometer on Amazon. Trying to keep track of my range. 10 weeks post-op. PT never checks it. So that's a great post. I don't check range of motion that much either. The reality is it's so inconsistent, it's so unreliable, and you did not get a total knee replacement so you have good numbers on a goniometer. You got a total knee replacement so you were pain-free, so you're able to hike and walk and run and jump and do all the things that you want to do. I would focus on the functional activities. So if you're able to sit and stand from a standard chair without assistance, then go to a lower chair. If you're able to go up and down stairs, try to do it like step over step instead of up with the good, down with the bad. Those are the functional improvements I would encourage you to keep track of. But if you absolutely want to measure your own range of motion, there's two really great options. One is start creating a photo diary. So every day at the same time, take a profile picture of your knee in flexion and extension. You can put those in series together, or you can overlay those on any graphic editor, and it'll allow you to see how much that knee is changing. Try to keep the same distance from the camera and try to keep the same perspective. So if you figure out, if you prop your camera in a certain spot in your kitchen and you sit in this chair, it's going to be exactly the same every time. It is a really cool video if you watch it in like a time-lapse mode so that you can see over time how much your knee will change. It's just incredible to watch. Another option, and I've shared a video on this on the channel, is you could take a picture, an image of a protractor or goniometer, anything that'll measure range of motion. You can superimpose that picture on a picture of yourself and your knee. And so you can see, okay, here's a 90-degree angle. I'm past 90, I'm not past 90, and you can see how far past 90 you go. Those are great options. Look on the channel. You'll find my other video showing you exactly how to do it. You can use Canva or any software or website that allows you to manipulate images. There are also apps on your phone. I have an iPhone. It doesn't work too well with the apps, but some of the Android and other devices have some really great apps that allow you to put goniometers or measure degrees and angles right on your phone. Hey, Russ, thanks for joining. Your channel is crushing it. I've been keeping track. I love the new videos you've been putting out. So, all right, guys, I am actually going to wrap it up. I'm getting ready to take my boys out for the night, but I want to try and do some more YouTube lives. I want to come in the group, answer your questions. This helps you, but it also helps other people that have the same questions and just don't post them. So guys, as always, thank you so much. Thanks for your support. Russ, thanks for jumping on. I will catch you guys all in the next video.